What I like about this tradition is that it costs almost nothing and it can be customized for anyone at any age. I started this last year where I wrote a Christmas card to myself. I wrote the card, put it away with my Christmas decorations, and had the intention that I'd forget about it and find it next year when I pulled the Christmas decorations out. It was really nice to read. It was really nice to see what I was hoping for myself this year and to reflect on the past year. So now I've decided that I'm gonna do this every year, and I've considered a few different ways to do this. I have decided to use cards for now, but I think that next year I might actually evolve it into maybe some kind of scrapbook or maybe a box. I'd ideally like to have one for each person in the family. So each year you can add to it. Having a box or a scrapbook allows for it to get a bit creative, because I think that some years you might just want to do a piece of artwork or something, and I like the idea of letting that play out however it does. The intention is that it's more than just a yearly journal. I like the idea of it being an opportunity for real, honest, personal reflection, and also almost communicating with your future self, perhaps things that you've been proud of. Reading the previous years also helps you really reflect on what you hope for yourself next year. Personal achievements in the year, or maybe even failures. I just think it's a really nice thing, and to collect every year, and also to sort of remind yourself that Christmas isn't really about things, and it's a great yearly time to reflect on yourself and to reflect on the year. So here's some of the prompts that I think I might be using this year. So this is another tradition that I have, although this year with my tinsel tree, I haven't put any of my ornaments up. I want to have a really sentimental collection of ornaments, and that's going to take time. Every year I do make an effort to make sure that I get at least one ornament, and I like it to be something that has some meaning towards it. A few things that I've found that works is sometimes I'll buy one on holidays, and sometimes I'll just buy one with the year on it. But something that I've actually got into in recent years is getting ornaments that have a message about something that's specific to that year. So for instance, this year I've got one for Alfie's first Christmas, also for Queen Elizabeth. Each year I want to collect ones that have meaning towards that year. I think that for now I've only been doing it for a couple of years and it's not that interesting yet, but I think that when you've been doing it for decades, it's really cool. So I'm going to keep doing it. One place that I find really good for these like sort of topical ornaments is Etsy, and I just really like that they're unique and handmade and you're supporting a small business. So a tip I have about organizing string lights is to tie a ribbon at the end of them. By tying a ribbon at the end, when it comes time to pull down the lights, you just have to look for that ribbon and then you can unravel it from that point. It's so much easier than getting in a tangle with lights and a tree. That's something that you absolutely need to do. On the topic of ribbons, I like to keep my ribbons from gifts. I keep them in a box, and that box is kept with all of the Christmas decorations, and it's really useful when it comes time to decorate the tree or wrap presents or tie up some kind of garland or something, or maybe even just tying them in your hair. Having a box of ribbons is actually very useful. Ornament hooks. I know most people know about ornament hooks, but I didn't. I never really understood why people used them, but I've grown to understand it. Now I realize that relying on the little strings that come with the ornaments limits your opportunities for placement on the tree. And so if you want to have full flexibility on being able to place your ornaments anywhere and also deeper into the tree, ornament hooks are what you need. So storage boxes. For years I had mismatched storage boxes for my ornaments. I tended to keep them in the boxes that they came in, and a mishmash of all sorts of things, and it was quite chaotic. But last year I decided to buy proper ornament storage boxes. It's a game changer because it's one box with sections that the ornaments fit in properly, so I know that they're stored all together and they won't get ruined. That has been really good at consolidating my storage, but there still is a need for the ornaments that are unusual shapes or other kind of bits and pieces that you have. So what I do with them is I actually keep old Christmas boxes. So anything that doesn't fit in the conventional Christmas storage box goes in these old gift boxes. You end up with a collection of boxes which you then can use underneath the tree so that as soon as you set the tree up, even if you haven't bought any gifts yet, you've got something under there. They sort of work as a prop of a gift under the tree and storage. And so I think that works really well. I would say an alternative and affordable Christmas tree decoration. I do recommend tinsel. I've got so many compliments on this tree. I highly recommend if you're looking to do something a little bit different. Probably gonna remember some more later and have to make another video.